Welcome back, guys. This is Leland bringing you another TA of the GRT. We're also going to be talking about Numeraire, NuCypher, and Orchid as well. And if that sounds good to you, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you are new, and let's get jumping into the charts. But before we do that, my book is available. If you want to feel more comfortable, more confident within your trades, go buy this book. If you want to learn how to do TA like me, this book has all of my favorite patterns, charts, and indicators within here to help you learn how to do TA today. And for the price of lunch, that could happen. That could happen for you guys. Okay, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm simply just sharing the data with you guys, so please make your own decisions. GRT right now, looking so bullish, looking so good right now. I don't know what else to say about it other than I'm extremely bullish on it. We have this trend line. If you can see this purple trend line right here, we had support down here, and we're just now touching that support right now. It's looking really good, but you can also see I have two other trend lines here that's forming some kind of triangle. And within this triangle, we have our resistance, support, resistance, support. And I'm thinking within this pattern that we're going through right now, this consolidation. I know it's very boring. But guys, these are necessary. This is very important for a healthy consolidation within the charts. You don't want just want to go straight up. We needed to take these cool off periods, gain our grounds. I'm very happy that GRT is just moving sideways, and we're getting comfortable within this area over here. Okay, it looks like it's time for us to be taking a move. We're in this pattern over here. We're in this nice, beautiful consolidation pattern. I'm thinking, this is just my thinking, but if we hold this support on this trend line right here, then that's going to be taking us to the apex of the triangle, which is going to give us an attempt to break out of it. If we break out of this triangle, we're looking at about a $3.50 GRT. No joke. No joke, okay? That's, let's see, from here to where we want to go, we're looking at about, roughly, we're looking at about almost 100% gain. 100% gain. I definitely think that is going to be happening, especially if we go over and we take a look at our stochastic RSI. Check out the stochastic RSI down here. Can you guys see that? Let me pull this up for you. We are sitting below the 20, and we're getting our cross right now. We've only done that a couple of other times in the past, and when we did, we had nice moves to the upside. This one right here was within the consolidation pattern, and it didn't have that big of a move. I mean, it kind of did. You know, we came over here, that was the top, that was the bottom down here, and just within that move alone, GRT went up 50%. So, and that was just within the consolidation pattern. I think once we get our cross, which actually, I'm sorry, we had our cross. When we have this momentum moving to the upside, it's going to be looking really good. And that's why I think we're going to be getting a breakout within this triangle. Same thing on the RSI. We're only sitting at 48 on the RSI, smack dab in the middle. So much room to the upside for a breakout, so much potential. Let's go ahead and let's check out the MACD, but I'm also going to be getting rid of the RSI so we can just make this a little bit more cleaner, make it look a little bit better. Okay, here's the MACD. You can see when we had our bottom over here on that histogram, we made our bottom over here. And then we came and we made a higher bottom on the stochastic, and we made a higher high on price. We are starting to build momentum. We are starting to go, we're moving that negative momentum to the upside, and we're about to get our cross. When we get our cross over here, this is why I keep saying, I think we're going to get our cross, so we're going to start making moves to the upside, and we're going to break out of this formation. It's looking really bullish. Okay. We have so many variables that's telling us that GRT is going to be moving to the upside really soon. I want to clear out all these lines, and I want to go ahead and I want to draw a Fibonacci retracement to see what levels that we need to get above before we can even get excited or start celebrating, or before the fireworks start taking off. I mean, really, there we go. Okay. You can see on our 21-day moving average right now, that's that green line that's coming over here. You can see that in the past, it was being respected, and it was acting as support and resistance throughout the entire thing. When we got up, you can see when we were below it, it was resistance. We got above it, support. We broke below it. And let me just zoom in right here so you guys can see this a little bit better. When we got below it, it was acting as resistance. And it looks better on the 4 hour. So you can see the support right here. And then we got below it. Look, resistance, got above it, support, resistance. You see that? You see how beautiful that is? Support. So look, we just got above it. This is on a 4 hour. This is on a 4. We just got above it. It was resistance all throughout here. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Boom. We broke above it. We came back and we're testing it and we're holding it as support. Let's continue to do that. It's looking really good. I really do think we've hit our bottom over here on GRT. So areas that I'm looking for to go to the upside with GRT is we need to get above, and we've been saying this for a while, $1.87. $1.87 is really going to be telling us that we're going to be starting to move to the upside, especially when we come back and we test that as support and we come up and we break through $2. If we break through $2, guys, that means that we had broken through that triangle that we were looking at earlier. It's going to be looking a little bit something like, let's see, that's not it. We need to drop this down just a little bit. Pinpoint accuracy. Take it from the top of that wick right there to about right there. Getting above that $2 area will be taking us out of that triangle, out of that resistance that we're having. That's a major area of resistance. That's going to be really hard to break through, but I think we can do it. We're primed. Oscillators, our indicators, a lot of things are telling me right now that we are primed and we are ready to be coming up and trying to be breaking out of that, especially since we are approaching the apex of that triangle. It's looking really good. Personally, I would be waiting for the breakout. Wait for the breakout. Right now is not a time to buy. Not a time to buy. You never want to trade within a pattern. It's not a good idea. You lessen your risk once you break out of a pattern and you come back for the retest and you start resuming to the upside. You lessen your risk. There's a lot more reward possibilities within that kind of trade. If you trade within a pattern, that's very risky. It's very risky. You have no confirmation. You have no idea where it's going to go. But break out, come back for the retest, and then zoom off, and it's going to be looking really good. Okay, GRT looking very good right now, looking beautiful. I know you guys are getting bored. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but this is the way trading is. This is the way trading is. We've pumped up like 1,100% within a month and a half, and we're moving sideways. Totally fine. Totally fine, guys. We're moving sideways. It's comfortable at these levels, and that's what I want to see. We're not going to the downside. We're not going to the downside, and that's exactly what you want to see. So looking really good on GRT. If you're liking this content, hit that like button. And if you're new, hit that subscribe button. We have so much more to cover. So much more to cover. Okay, we're going to move over to NuCypher. Now, in my last video, I was talking about how I was feeling a little bit bearish. And so what I did was I cleaned the slate for everything. I deleted all my lines, I deleted all my charts, and I redrew it. And sometimes that's what you need to do. Charts can get messy and they can get kind of confusing to look at if you don't start over or have like a clear view. So what I've done is I started over. And I was saying that I was a little bit bearish on NuCypher the other day. And then after redrawing my TAs and getting a different perspective, it's not looking too bad. And it's actually looking pretty good. You can see this is on a daily chart. And for NuCypher, we were holding support. Let me come back down. We were holding support all through down here. All throughout down there was support. We created a trend line coming all the way up, and we've just ran into that trend line right now. That's kind of scary. It's a little scary because you're wondering, man, are we going to break down out of that support line? And that's possible. That's very possible. But I also drew a horizontal trend line right here. You can see that we had this ascending triangle in the past, and when we broke out of it, it was beautiful. We came back for the retest, and it resumed off. But look at this area of resistance that we had back here. It was resistance, resistance, resistance. And when we broke out and up, we came back for the support, and we resumed off of it. We are catching that support coinciding with this support that we had with this trend line right here as well. It's looking pretty good, actually. And it's catching really nice support. I don't see the momentum of this moving downwards. Now, this is a very crucial area. If you drop below 55 cents and you close a candle below there, you're out. You got to get out. There's no point in holding it, and it's going to be looking pretty bearish, but it's not over. It is not over. We are still holding this very nicely. And if we go ahead and we take a look at our indicators on the daily, let me pull up my indicators over here. Let's go to a MACD and we'll look at an RSI. Same thing, kind of looking just like GRT, right? We have this negative momentum moving to the upside, but the nice thing about this is, check this out. So we had our bottom over here on our histogram. It flattened out and the momentum started moving up. The price was way up here. When we started moving up on our histogram, we made a higher low, but the price went lower over here. That's telling me we're starting to build momentum. We are starting to build momentum, and eventually the cross between the 12 and 26-day moving average, I think, yeah, you guys can see that, but it's about to happen. It's about to happen right there. That's a very bullish cross. very bullish cross that we were going to be having. We've been moving down, and I believe this is some kind of flag formation. Some kind of flag formation that we are having within NuCypher right now. A lot of people are getting bearish about this. I saw a lot of people saying, I'm going to be selling, I'm going to be moving over to something else. These are the times to be holding onto something like this, especially because we've caught this major support down on NuCypher. You can see on our RSI, we've never been this low before on the daily. And yes, this is a very new coin. So, there's still a lot more data that we need to be looking at, but look, we're way down here at the 40. We've never been that low before on NuCypher. So with the data that we have, to me, that's looking very bullish. Okay, very bullish. Now, let's go over to, actually, let's look at the stochastic RSI as well. Look at this momentum that has just been hanging down here for so long. It's time. I don't expect for that. Can you guys see that? Nope, you can't. Okay, let me move it up right there. We've been skidding along the bottom below the 20 on the stochastic RSI. Momentum has been low, and it looks like we're starting to get our cross, and we're going to be moving that momentum to the upside. I do think it's time that we get the resumption off of, off of the supports, these two supports that are just so beautiful, coinciding very beautifully. We have our RSI very low, and looking for movement to the upside, as well as the MACD about to get across with negative momentum to the upside. A lot of variables are telling me that this thing is going to start moving up. I really do think we have bottomed out. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I'll come back and I'll make a video about that. And but that's okay. I'd rather be correct than right. I don't want to be right. I only want to be correct. So, NuCypher looking really good. And if we go ahead and we take a measured move, let's go to a 4-hour. Oh, look at the 21-day moving average being used as resistance right now. When we get above that 21-day moving average, which is about 64 cents, and we turn that into support, that's going to be looking really good. I think that's going to be happening, especially with all the indicators and what it's telling me right now on the Fibonacci retracement. We need to get above, and when we do, that's going to be getting above the 21-day moving average, but we need to get above 68 cents. Getting above 68 cents and turning that into support is going to be looking really good. And I think we're going to start running into the support multiple times, and it's going to be forcing us to be moving to the upside. I think at the very latest, by end of March, I really do think we'll be sitting above 77 cents, which is the 382 line on a Fibonacci for NuCypher. I do think that's going to happen. I'm not bearish on it. I know I said I was in the previous video, but in a new light, it's looking pretty good right now. It's looking pretty good. These may be buying opportunities down here on NuCypher to get cheap NuCypher. That's very true. It's going to go up. It's not a matter of if, it's when. We're in a bull market right now, guys. We are in a bull market, and once we break $1.13 on NuCypher, we're going to at least $2.26. to $2.26 after that. So, do you guys have the patience to wait for NuCypher to be moving to the upside? I do. This is something I'm going to be looking at after the video. I'm going to be going over to my exchange, and I'm probably going to be picking up some NuCypher because it looks like this is a very good time to be picking up NuCypher. So, that's NuCypher. Looking pretty good. Let's go check out Orchid. Orchid on the day. Wow. Orchid is so bullish. There's really not a whole lot to say here other than let me give you guys the short term and the breakdown of what's going on in NuCypher. We are between the 618 and the 786 over here. You can see that right here. 618, 786. We got rejected multiple times at the 67 cent area. What I'm looking for is I'm looking to turn this 62 cents into support. If we could break, or if we could turn 62 cents into support, I think that would be really good. That would be really good. We haven't done that in the past. Yes, we've gotten above it, but we fell below. Above, fell below. Got above it, fell below. We haven't turned it into support. This is going to be massive, guys. Be looking out for this. We're getting rejected right now off the 786, which is 67 cents. When we come back down and we touch 62 cents and we turn that into support and we start getting the resumption off, guys, start getting bullish. Start getting massively bullish on this coin. The next area that we're going to need to come above and break resistance is going to be the 67 cent area. Break through 67 cents, guys, and this thing's going to be taking off. Turn that into support, and we're gone. We're absolutely gone. And the reason why I say that is because we are looking so bullish. Let's go to a daily and take a look at our indicators right now. So we went up, we hit the 67 cents, and actually, let's go to a 4 hour. That's right. We wanted to look at the short term on here right now. So We went up, we hit the 67 cents. That was resistance. And you can see on our stochastic RSI, we've caught that momentum. We're starting to get across, and we're going to be starting to be coming back down. That's okay. I want to see us come back down and touch the 62 cents for support. We need to do that. That's very crucial. That's the area that I'm going to be looking for. Look at the RSI. You're not even overbought right now. Still so much room to the upside. But if you're looking over here, we did have a little bit of a breakout on the RSI. You can see that that was an area of resistance for us for quite some time. Resistance, 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 and we broke out of it. So I am going to be expecting to see some higher highs within Orchid in the future. It's looking so bullish right now, massively bullish. And if you guys have been holding for a while, good for you. Good for you. We have a conference that's going to be coming up with Edward Snowden and a few other people. I don't know who they are. I think that's between the 22nd and the 24th, or the 23rd through the 25th. Either way, there's hype about this right now. There's a lot of hype. It's looking really bullish. We had our negative momentum on the MACD moving to the upside. We are starting to print the green on the histogram. That can go a lot higher, a lot higher. And if we go look at the 4-hour chart, you can see we're having a bit of a double bottom on the 4-hour right now. Looking really good. You're creating a W shape right here, double bottom. You've tested support twice over here at the 0.5 at 58 cents. It's time for Orchid to be moving up. So, a few different things that I think that can happen with Orchid. You come over here, you break through the 786, which is 67 cents. You come back to the retest, and then you get the resumption, and we're gone. And by that time, that's over here between the 22nd through the 24th, or around that time that Edward Snowden's going to be talking about it, guys. That's going to be creating a lot of hype, okay? Or what happens is we come back down, we test the support over here at the 618, and we get the resumption off, and we break through the 67 cents. That would be really bullish. That would be really bullish. That is what I'm expecting that I think is going to be happening. If we get rejected and we don't hold the 62 cents as support again, then I am expecting for 58 cents to be support. That could happen. That's very possible. We come back down, we touch that, we get the resumption back off. I'm not bearish at that point. Not at all. I'm not bearish at all. That will only mean that we're just confirming that this is support down here before we have another run up to the upside. So a few different scenarios that could be happening within the short term. Be looking for it. But overall, guys, I'm very bullish. I'm very bullish. A lot of these coins are showing me strength. A lot of them are showing me strength, and that we're going to be moving to the upside. And that's because of Bitcoin. And we're going to talk a little bit about Bitcoin after we go ahead and we take a look at NuCypher. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Are you enjoying this content? Are you new and you like what you are seeing? Let's wait to see what happens within these coins for the next few days. Let's see if my predictions are correct. And you guys are really going to love this content. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go look at NuCypher. No, Numeraire. Numeraire. I did this all last video too. I don't know why I was doing it. Numeraire right now. Massively bullish, guys. Massively bullish. Are we? Oh my goodness, guys. We're breaking through the 786. Before this video, we were sitting at 55 cents, and I was thinking that Numeraire was going to come up and hit that resistance and come back down. We could still do that. We could still do that. We haven't turned this into support over here. $50 has not been support. You can see that was resistance, 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 and now we finally broke above it, looking really good. It is possible that we could wick over here before we're coming back down and testing $50 for support. That's going to be a major area of support. Not a whole lot to say about NMR right now. A lot of the T's that we've done in the past are still holding up to this day, but we can take a look at what's going on in the short term and what we can be expecting. So you are overbought. You're overbought on Numeraire right now, rightfully so. I mean, within the past 4 days, you've gone up like 50%. You've gone up like crazy. Where were you? Yeah, almost 50% you've gone up. So let's take a cool off. Let's come back down, like I was talking about, to the $50 area. Let's come back down, retest it. That'll give us some time with our indicators, our MACD. You can see that we're moving to the upside. It is possible we could be getting this crossover here, coming back down. That's totally fine. RSI, overbought. You need to cool off for a little bit, come back down, come test $50. Come test that $50 over there. You can even see on the stochastic RSI as well. Momentum has moved to the upside. We need to be looking for that movement to the downside. Let's get confirmation. That's very crucial. Very crucial right now. Let's get that confirmation that $50 is going to be support for us and that we can play within this area for some time. It's looking really good. Numeraire is looking fantastic right now. We've been talking about Numeraire ever since we got above this trend line down here when it was at $31, $32. That was very bullish to me when we came back and we did that. So not a whole lot to say about Numeraire. Looking really good. Hold your support at 50 bucks. Break through $56, and if you get above it, great. If you get above it, that's it, guys. That's the confirmation that we're going to be looking for much, much higher highs. Much higher highs. You can see our last high back here, we were sitting about $66, okay? Break through 56 bucks, test a support, and we're gone. We're going to be going to $1.20, $1.26 soon after that. And yeah, these are going to be the levels that I'm going to be looking for. We're going to be looking at the golden mean ratio, the 1414, the 1618 over here, and then ultimately $100. $100. Did I say cents? A dollar? I did say it. I said $1.20. No, sorry. $100.20. $100 $120. Jeez. Okay, $120 or $126 is going to be the area that I'm going to be looking for once we break out of the 786 and we get that resumption back off. All these other charts are in cents. So like as soon as I go over to Numeraire, I start talking about it in cents. And okay, sorry. Anyways, so not a whole lot to say. Looking really bullish. That's what you're looking for. Get that resumption off, and boom, we're gone. Other possible scenarios as well. Like I said, I would like to see it come back. Let's test 50 bucks for support. If not, if we come back down and we start testing $43 for support, I won't be feeling so good about NuCypher. It took us so much time to get up into this area. We need to stay above in this area. If we start breaking below and we start using $44 as supports, I'm not going to be liking it. And I think we're going to be taking a little bit more time. We'll be moving sideways for quite some time, but it's not happening right now. It's not happening. So looking really bullish. I really like it. Okay, let's go look at Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin doing? Whoa, okay, we just had a major pop-up since the beginning of this video. I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised. This is on a 4-hour. Wow, we just made a newer high. Okay, so Bitcoin looking massively bullish. We have so many newer highs to have here, guys. You can see this. Anything that Bitcoin's going to be doing right now, Bitcoin is going to determine what the altcoins are going to be doing too. If Bitcoin pumps, and this is very crucial, if you watched and you stayed throughout the entire video, good for you, because this is the part of the video that's going to line up and it's going to start tying everything together and it's going to start making sense. If Bitcoin starts pumping up, that might take attention away from altcoins a little bit. If Bitcoin starts pumping and we start getting like 10, 15% days on Bitcoin, altcoins will follow. They'll start going up, but they're not going to be going up as much either way. That's fine. That's good. Let Bitcoin pump. Let the altcoins move up just slightly. Let it get out of that area that we've been looking for. All the supports, all these altcoins, get above off of those supports. Let's get resumption. Let's get confirmation off of those supports, and it's going to be looking really good. It's going to be looking good. You can see on Bitcoin, we had our swing high over here, down to our swing low. We attempted to break through the 618 multiple times. When we finally did it, when we finally broke out of it, boom, we got above it. So we even came back for the support over here at the 618 at $52,000. And actually, it was $53,000 that we used as support. And then once we got above, we were above the 786 for quite some time. We made new highs over here. You can see our golden mean ratio almost was acting as resistance, and we came back down. But look what we did. We came back down and we tested not once but twice at the 786, and we're getting the resumption off right now. That is confirmation. That in is confirmation right there for Bitcoin. I really do think we're going to start coming up here, and at a minimum we're going to be starting to see a $70,000 Bitcoin. Okay, this is a very long video, I know, but if you guys have stayed throughout the entire thing, I just want to go ahead and I want to show you this is going to be a 2-year moving average multiplier. And okay, so let's go to a weekly, and I want to show you something on this is a 2-year moving average times 5. Okay, this was acting as resistance in the past like crazy for Bitcoin, like crazy. I know this is a long video, but this is really important stuff. You can see that this the 2-year times 5 moving average was acting as resistance for quite a long time. You can see it was, I mean, and this is weeks. These are weeks. First week, second week, third week. This was all resistance throughout here. All resistance throughout there. You can see that there was resistance over here as well, but when we broke above it and we turned it into support, we weren't above it for too long, guys. Maybe a month, 2 months at the most that we were above it, and I think that's when we're probably going to be getting our market cycle top. I'm starting to shift my opinions, and I'm thinking maybe by this summer we might have a market cycle top. I could be completely wrong, but we are in a super cycle right now, and it hasn't even played out. So currently right now we are hitting that resistance. We could be having resistance over here at about $68,000 to $70,000. And that line hasn't really played out yet, but when more time comes along, it's going to be a little bit higher, and that's why I'm saying between $68,000 and $70,000 is going to be an area of resistance. When we break above $68,000 to $70,000, it's going to go parabolic. It's going to go insane. That's so good for altcoins. Crypto space is going to be absolutely on fire. It's going to be insane, guys, and it hasn't even started. I'm expecting within the next few months for crypto to be massively bullish for crypto, guys. I say that, and a lot of people are watching my channel and they're thinking, oh man, he's been wrong about a lot of stuff. I've been wrong about a lot of stuff. I wasn't expecting for Bitcoin to take this hit over here and then start moving down. I wasn't expecting that. I thought once we broke all-time highs over here, we were going to start moving higher, but it didn't happen. And that's the thing about crypto, is you never know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. I just go off the data. I just look at and see what's going to be happening. It gives me an edge. That's all TA does. It gives me an edge on the markets. It gives me a look into the future, maybe like 2 or 3 days into the future for the markets, so I can make my positions early and try to make money. That's all it is. This is not the end all be all prediction, and this is the way it's going to be. No, it's not like that at all. TA just gives us an edge. I'm ranting. I'm so sorry. Guys, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you were liking this content. If you love this content, I do live streams. Today I'm going to be doing a live stream tonight at about 4 o'clock Mountain Time. 4 p.m. Mountain Time is when I'm going to be going live. If you guys have questions about any TAs, about any charts, come in and ask me for a TA. It's $10 minimum contribution. Invest in yourself. Let's talk about these charts, these coins that you're invested in, and let's see where they're going to be going. Let's try to predict where they're going to be going. My name is Leland, and remember, it's all about the TA. I'll catch you guys in the next one.